Hi, I am Sam Pelissero, and this is the time a meth lab exploded in the apartment below me. Buckle up. It was 2019, and it was in the early hours of the day where I was still fast asleep, enjoying every last second before my work alarm went off. And actually, before I continue, let me preface the story with my living situation at the time. At the time, I was living in a 2-story converted carriage house, and if you don't know what that is, ask Jeeves, not me. Anyways, I lived on the 2nd floor, and a very, very bizarre man lived below me, who I actually never met in the 3 years that I lived there. All that I gathered from watching him from my kitchen window, not creepy, was that he was a 45-year-old divorcee who loved to chain smoke, made weird moaning noises that I could hear from the vents, and he loved to karate chop this punching bag he hung in the backyard. Oh, and he looked like he did meth. So, I'm dreaming a dream of a time gone by in gummies, and then all of a sudden I hear this bang, and I start choking, and then I realize, Sam, you are choking in real life. I wake up and I cannot breathe because the most awful stench I have ever smelled is suffocating me. Imagine protein farts, chocolate pudding, and sulfur all up in your nose hairs. I immediately think that there's some sort of a gas leak because I also smell fire. I'm in the nude, running around my apartment, trying to figure out what's good. I call my best friend, who tells me to call the police, and so I throw on some clothes. That's a lie. I take a shower first because there are men in uniform coming over, and I am not gonna be looking like I was jolted awake at 6 a.m. because Shrek's ass was on my face. I just wasn't gonna. Then I throw on clothes, and then I go outside, and I wait for the fire department to show up, and that's when I realize Mr. American Ninja Warrior's crusty truck is gone. And I think to myself, I always leave for work before he does. Suspicious. Eventually, the fire department shows up. They realize that not only is the smell coming from downstairs, but it's mainly by my entrance. Hint, hint. The guy downstairs, yeah, his bedroom window is right by my door. The fire department goes to the back where Karate Joe's entrance is, and they realize it smells even worse. Suspicious. I give them the okay to go in because I'm basically acting landlord at this point, and there's all this smoke and fumes, and they start to panic because they've discovered a meth lab explosion in his bedroom. My neighbor was Breaking Bad, 15 feet below my sleeping gay ass, and almost killed me. The bang was the explosion, the smell, meth, and my neighbor was gone because he was gone. The police arrive and tell me not only do I not have to go to work because they want me to come and do some statements, yes, but my apartment's now a crime scene and I can't stay there anymore, so I'm homeless. No. I tell my mom everything using this photo and saying, the guy downstairs was cooking meth, it exploded, I almost died, and now I'm homeless. But I kind of left out one tiny detail. I lied. There was never a meth lab, and I made the whole thing up. But hold on, because the real story is so much better. And yes, at this point, my mom really believed there was a meth lab. So, what had really happened was, I was fast asleep, dreaming of dreams and gummies, and there was an explosion that woke me up. But what the explosion really was my neighbor downstairs was leaving in his crusty truck, and then he scared a family of skunks who then scurried back underneath the house, sprayed all up in the place, it got hotboxed in my bedroom. Yes, I did think there was a gas leak, and yes, I did shower instead of running out of my apartment thinking there was a gas leak because I'm horny for a man in uniform. What can I say? But here's the kicker. My neighbor, Mr. Rocky Balboa, knew about the skunks the whole time. Guys, the hole on the side of the house by his door is so big, it literally looked like a skunk threw dynamite in there and had his whole family just crash the party underneath my apartment for months. So no, he wasn't on meth. But still sucks. He still sucks. And because I love to pull a good prank on my mom every now and then, I told her the meth lab version of the story. But it didn't help that once I convinced her that the story was real, that I went into a 2-hour work meeting, forgot my phone at my desk, came back from the meeting, discovered my mom fell into the meth web of lies, posted about it on Facebook, texted family and friends, convinced them that I also was homeless, and then I didn't speak to my mom for about a week, because she may have also called the police station to figure out what was going on. Yeah. I'm the best son. The end. Alright guys, that was a time a meth lab did not explode underneath my apartment. If you guys loved this story, make sure to check out the Shmee Podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcast. I post new episodes every single week. Myself and a co-host share stories just like this. But real ones, truthful ones, I promise. Alright, I will see you guys there. Bye! Why are you still here? Go!